Alright, so I got a little bit of laundry to do. I mean, like a shit ton of laundry to do, so I gotta make this quick. So this video is gonna be a little bit different. This commentary, I mean. I don't know what I'm gonna overlay as a video for this commentary. Maybe some CSGO gameplay. I don't know if I get lazy. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Anyways, so guys, I'm back after a week of being gone and I think almost 2 weeks of not talking at all. I mean, my last video was the CSGO funny moments video. If you guys want to go check that out, I think it will be at the end of this video. The link, it will be like an annotation on the screen. Anyways, this is gonna be a little bit of a rant rather than kind of like a personal story, and it's just gonna be me talking basically. So if you're not down with it, it's all good, don't worry. Just see if you like it or not and see where I'm going with it. And if you want to kind of argue any points that I have made or whatever, want to put your own discussion into it, then leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. And maybe leave a like if you enjoyed the video. So to kind of get into this whole commentary thing, I've been noticing recently that, you know, there's been a kind of slight decline in YouTubers lately. And what I mean by that is, you know, I watched a video by Markiplier the other day. He's talking about how the change of YouTube is happening, and it's a very subtle change, but it's very real. To summarize everything, he kind of just said that, you know, creators don't really have a lot of freedom when they want to create stuff, because, you know, people, they want what they want, and if they don't get it, then they don't like it, whatever. And people like me, for example, that are like just starting out YouTube, you know, and I mean, I haven't just started out YouTube. I've been on YouTube for like I think a year now, but I haven't really picked up anything or any sort of audience, whatever. And it's a struggle for most of us smaller YouTubers that we kind of get stuck under the bus when it comes to content, because we follow, and I know some of us might disagree, some smaller YouTubers, but for the most part, us smaller YouTubers, we take examples from the best. Now, with that being said, a lot of things have been done on YouTube, so it's kind of hard to, you know, give the excuse or kind of say, you know, you got to be original, you got to be this, you got to be that, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's hard to be original because mostly everything's been done already, you know, and I'm sure there's some crazy shit that hasn't been done. For the most part, us casual, you know, YouTubers, we really don't have much to go on. And so we kind of follow these bigger YouTubers and kind of see what they do and kind of see, you know, how their personalities are and how they act, and we kind of base off our channels on these other people. And we kind of take little bits from people that we like and we kind of incorporate that into our videos. And you can kind of see it in, I don't want to make any names, but you can kind of see it in a lot of smaller YouTubers. I'm sure if you're in the community, in the YouTube community, not just as a viewer, but as a YouTuber, you can kind of see what I'm getting at, and you can kind of tell when you look at other people's videos. They always copy the best. And with that being said, it kind of creates this narrow like gap. You like a fork in the road, you know what I mean? Where you can either decide to do YouTube your own way, where you won't get any views, you know, you'll get rarely I mean, you'll get like a couple like spiked videos here and there, but it'll take a lot longer to kind of gain a following, if you will. And then there's the other side, where you can conform to the, I guess, YouTube standards, right? Quote unquote YouTube standards, where you can just follow the basic, you know, make gaming videos, whatever, let's plays, you know, just simple commentaries. Like right now what I'm doing is I'm just kind of like testing out the waters right now. I'm just kind of seeing what works best for people and what I'm kind of good at. And commentaries, I mean, I don't really like to do them all the time. I don't want to make this like a every kind of video thing to where people don't watch my other videos, because I really love gaming, you know. It's my love, you know. And gaming is not just my single passion. I also am really into fitness, and I would love to do videos for you guys on that and kind of help you guys out, because I've been asked by so many people at my school to kind of tell me what I do, you know, when I work out and stuff. And I would love to explain, you know, and do all that stuff for you guys and help you guys, you know, make your gains or whatever, right? But the thing is, I'm not comfortable with myself on YouTube yet. I haven't gained a following to where I have a padding, if you will. And what I mean by that is bigger YouTubers have a padding. And so what that kind of goes for is that they can try a lot of things that smaller YouTubers really can't. And some might argue, well, no, it's the exact opposite. Well, let me put it this way. If I had, let's say, a smaller following than, for example, Markiplier, perfect example. I mean, we were just talking about him, right? He can make a weird, funny video, right? Like just some video that's completely off topic from his regular gaming videos, whatever, just like completely out of the blue. Most, if not half of his viewers will watch that video, and they'll enjoy it because it's him, and they'll enjoy it because it's their favorite YouTuber, content creator, whatever, and they'll still like it, and he'll still get the same amount of support, if not just a little bit less, or most of the support that he would usually get on his regular gaming videos that he does. And where that kind of comes back into what I'm talking about is, if I were to do something like that, right? Which is what I'm seeing right now with my CSGO Funny Moments video, because I've been getting a lot of views on my commentaries lately, and my CSGO Funny Moments video kind of just flopped, you know, and that's where it kind of creates that fork in the road, like I was saying earlier, where you can either go into the direction of what you want to do and do what you love and whatever, which you should always do. You shouldn't conform to standards that people say. You should always do what you want to do and do what you love and strive for the best that you can be. Not to get all, you know, motivational and shit, but you should always do that. You should always, if it's something you don't love, you know, and people are making you do it, then why do it? You know, don't do anything for anyone else. Do it for yourself. You know, don't ever stop to think, okay, well, you know, they want me to do it, so it must be good. Kind of base it off of what you think. What do you think is great for yourself? What do you think can help you become better? Anyways, back to what I was saying. The fork in the road, you can either go do what you love, create the content that you want, or you can conform to this standard where you have to kind of stick to the basic guidelines, because there is a basic guidelines. And I mean, even YouTube is kind of creating like a boot camp, I think it is now, for like small content creators trying to get big, whatever. Like you have to follow this like rule book on how to get more views and blah blah, and it's very business like, you know, it's very corporate is what I'm trying to say. And that's where it kind of becomes an issue, because people that are casual, you know, they don't really look for that stuff. They don't look for, you know, numbers, games, whatever. And people, and I heard this, I'm gonna be quoting someone, I'm not gonna say who, but a friendly YouTuber that I have talked to and watched a couple times. I don't really watch his videos steadily, but he said in one of his videos that YouTube, because he was seriously deciding, or considering I should say, quitting YouTube. And I thought, well, why would he quit YouTube if he has like all these subscribers and all these viewers and blah blah blah, right? And he gets into this whole thing where he feels unmotivated for getting a lack of views lately on his videos, and he just feels like he's failing or whatever. And I thought, you know, why would you quit if you love to do it? But he also said that YouTube is a numbers game. And I think what he meant by that, and I might be wrong, but what he meant by that is, in order to get to the top, you have to know how to play the game, and you can't do, well, basically what he's implying is that you can't really do what you want to do. You have to do certain things in order to get to the top and get more notice, which I mean is true to an extent, but I feel like it comes with heart, you know. A lot of heart comes with getting big. You know, I hear stories about how bigger YouTubers, like, they weren't even looking to get big, and then all of a sudden they got huge out of nowhere, and people just started following them, and people told their friends and blah blah blah, and they just blew up. And that was back in the old days of YouTube. Now let's tie in again what I was saying earlier, how YouTube has changed a little bit, and it's kind of subtle. You know, people, it's not the same. You know, YouTube is not, obviously not the same. A lot of bigger YouTubers have fell off, and the bigger YouTubers now, like, they're just steady going right now. You know, they're not really doing anything new, anything crazy anymore, because we've kind of hit that, I feel like, wall. You know, we've hit that wall to where you can't do much outside of your comfort zone, which is not completely true, because bigger YouTubers can do whatever the fuck they want. You know, they can make whatever video they want, and people will still, you know, love their shit. But with that being said, basically my point is, I do want to do YouTube, you know, and I'm kind of stuck, is what I'm trying to say, in all this, you know, after all this ranting. I want to play games, but I also want to live my life, you know, and I like making commentaries. This is cool, you know, just talking, ranting, whatever, but I don't want to make it a thing to where it's like a constant thing on my channel, you know. I don't want it to be a regular thing to where people are expecting a commentary every week, you know, and if I don't give it to them, then I don't get any views or whatever. And that sucks, because it kind of closes the room for creativity. You know, it closes off gaps that people can kind of explore in, you know. It kind of closes off a lot of pathways, and it narrows things down. And I hate that it becomes such a fine tip when it, you know, the arrow, the road comes to an end. And that's what bigger YouTubers hit, is that wall. Like, back to what I was saying, the whole road, right? The path that you've set yourself on starts out huge. It starts out wider, right? And slowly, once you get towards the end, it gets thinner and thinner and thinner until it gets to this wall to where you're just doing the same thing in a straight line the whole time. You know, you're just doing the same thing. And that's where I think bigger YouTubers fail, is because people expect so much from them. You know, they expect all this stuff, and after a certain amount of time of doing something, you know, you get bored with doing this stuff, and it just gets same old. Whether or not people want to agree with me on that topic, it's very true though, and depending on how you started and where you're going now will really kind of depend on you. And I'm addressing these smaller YouTubers here. So I'm kind of basically saying this. Think about your future on YouTube, if you even see yourself having a future on YouTube. Think about what you want to do. Do you want to keep doing what you're doing now, or do you want to do multiple things in the future? If you're doing what you're doing now and you think it has a lot of variety in it, and there's a lot of room for mistakes, there's a lot of room for testing and stuff, you know, kind of exploring outside your comfort zone constantly, then go for it. Then do you, man. Then do what you gotta do. Make that strive to be great and just keep doing it. But if you said no and you don't want to make, for example, Minecraft videos for the rest of your YouTube career, then think about it. Think about testing the waters and think about going outside your comfort zone. And people might not take me seriously because I'm a smaller YouTuber and whatever the case may be. I might have, you know, not that many views. I might not have that many subscribers. I might not even have that much of a following enough for you to respect my opinion, which is fine. And, you know, you do you, peace out, whatever, get the fuck out of here. But heed my words though, because eventually you'll see what I'm getting at and you'll understand what I'm saying. And I think if we nip it in the bud now, the future generations of YouTube can kind of see what we've done. Because believe it or not, the smaller YouTubers of now are going to be the bigger YouTubers of tomorrow. You know, whether or not that happens sooner or later, it's going to happen. And you can already see it now. If you're in this generation, we're already seeing bigger YouTubers from older generations of YouTube just dissipate. They're disappearing. A lot of bigger YouTubers are falling off. And it's a reality that some of us need to grasp. And the sooner we set ourselves up for greatness will be the day that, you know, we as a whole come together and just create new memories, you know. And that's why I like to collaborate with people and kind of just become better with people. You know, I like to create relationships and I really want to be friends with a lot of YouTubers on here, but it's difficult because my time is a lot different than others. You know, I have a lot of stuff to do and I don't really have time to hang out with people on here, but I would love to. So if you're listening and if you made it this far into the video, because I don't know how long this video is going to be. Right now it's 17 minutes, but it might end up being 10 or whatever. Just know that I am open to a lot of things and just keep doing what you're doing. You know, whether that be on YouTube, in life, just keep doing what you're doing. And if it's not for you, then don't do it. Do what you want to do because you only live once. YOLO. Alright guys, peace.
Wake me up when all is done. How I'm rising till this battle's won. My dignity's become undone.